welcome. Thanks so much for taking the time to come out to our booth today.
Oh, thank you for having us. We're happy to be standing here talking about our partnership with Convergent.
Absolutely. It's always nice to work with a partner that truly understands customization and working with customers and finding solutions that really meet their needs. And I couldn't be more excited about some of the things that you guys are doing over at March Networks.
Great. Yeah, I think we've been partnering now for quite a few years. We work on a lot of different accounts together, a lot of different vertical markets. I think the one vertical that we do a lot of work in is actually the banking market.
Yes, my market, which I love. I can talk about that all day long.
Yeah, so I think when you think about March Networks and Convergent working together, I think when people think about March Networks in general, they think about banking. And it's probably because when we started out as a company years and years ago, we really started as a banking first company. And we built a very highly scalable solution set, really with a real focus on reliability, number one, and number two, scalability. And Convergent does a really good job of supporting us in terms of our very large deployments.
Today I really would like to talk about your ATM vandalism solution. I have had the opportunity to pilot some different solutions, and I haven't had the best luck with accuracy. And when your team came to me and was explaining your solution, what's the magic secret sauce there?
A lot of it was really based on image processing, which tended to be not that accurate. In the last couple of years, now with the advent of AI, we've kind of built our product now so we can actually include AI through our NVIDIA platform on all the applications that we have. So using artificial intelligence gives a lot more accuracy than more of the traditional image processing.
Well, and I understand that you're using AI outside of the loitering analytic. You're actually incorporating some heat mapping into some of the solutions that you're putting together for customers for specific use cases.
Yeah, I think we generally focus on actually developing solutions that meet specific needs of our customers. And in the banking market, they have specific issues they want to deal with. One is certainly loitering in ATM vestibules is a big problem. Things like capturing ATM transactions. So what we try to do is we try to apply a multitude of different technologies to solve a specific problem. In the situation you're talking about, we can use a combination of heat mapping and we can use AI to detect a person has been in a vestibule for a long period of time, they're not moving, or they've lied down as an example. So there's a lot of reasons why maybe a security director for a major bank may want to know why somebody's in a vestibule for such a long period of time. And when we combine both heat mapping and the AI engine that we have, then you can really become a lot more accurate in terms of detecting that kind of movement.
Right. I heard that you're over 95% accurate in this solution, which is remarkable because I feel like a lot of the solutions out there don't have the combination of analytics that you guys are using. And consequently, we get a lot of false alarms. And as you know, false alarms become quite a nuisance. So
no, that's right. And so we've been looking at this problem now for quite a few years. And like you, we all want accuracy. We didn't think it was there up until probably recently. And we've done some pretty extensive testing. And we had one customer actually, we have thousands of locations, who actually had 100% accuracy, which,
wow,
that's just fantastic,
that's
right?
Amazing. Yeah,
yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that really solved a lot of issues for them. I think your team was also telling me about the heat mapping and being able to really understand how that interfaces with potential loss from business when you do have somebody loitering inside your ATM vestibule.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this is a problem I think a lot of banks deal with today. It's not just banks who are up north in cold weather. It's banks down south as well. And I think everybody's kind of heard the stories, some of these nightmare stories about other people being attacked inside vestibules or worse. And so I think people, as anybody customer walks up to want to use an ATM vestibule, especially at night, and they're finding somebody either sleeping in there or somebody just plain loitering, they're going to walk away and not use that.
Right.
And that's a huge loss in both customer satisfaction.
Absolutely.
And as well as obviously the money loss from not having that transaction take place.
Loitering is a risk to your security, reputation, and customer experience. Through our partnership with ADENT, March Networks makes addressing loitering proactive and effective. Advanced AI analytics accurately detect people loitering and sleeping in ATM vestibules, lobbies, and other business areas. Receive automated, real-time alerts to address loitering immediately. Field-tested and proven to be highly accurate, March Networks' lobby loitering solution lets you focus on your business while we automate the rest.
am excited to see how this solution can work for our customers and deliver the accuracy, because I think that's something that's really been missing from the market. And I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, we made another big announcement as well. We've talked about generative AI. That's something that I think a lot of companies are kind of looking at and saying, how can we incorporate that into our solution?
Absolutely.
And so we've spent the last few months really getting to know some of the powers of generative AI. And so we've just announced we have a major initiative going on right now where we can apply generative AI to actually help our customers, both banking customers and retail customers, actually analyze the video clips that they're capturing today. So we can actually allow our customers to do a query verbally on a query on some of the video that's already captured to look for specific incidents. So it could be as simple as saying, find me this individual person with a red shirt as an example. Tell me where they've been before at an ATM vestibule. And we could very quickly search through an entire database of video, find those specific incidents, and highlight that to the security director. So from an efficiency perspective and a productivity perspective, we can minimize the search time and find stuff right away that our customers are looking for.
So how does that database work? Like, how often are these clips being taken?
Yeah, so that's actually customizable. So today we can have customers to take a snapshot maybe every 15 minutes. Maybe every 15 minutes they want to see a snapshot of who's actually in a vestibule, who's actually in the lobby, what's going on outside. But you can customize it down to you can take a snapshot maybe every 15 seconds if you want. It all depends on how much storage you want to pay for it.
Sure.
But we can then do a search on those snapshots and then find whatever event that you're actually looking for.
What are some of the major use cases you're finding that people are most interested in when it comes to generative AI?
Oh, it's varied. So more to the traditional security ones is somebody's been known to be passing maybe a bad card at an ATM vestibule.
Sure.
And they can recognize that individual, and they may want to do a search across their entire database and find out where exactly that person has been before using that card. But it could also be as simple as somebody wants to know exactly how many people are going to be in the lobby at a specific time of day. So tell me how many people are in the lobby at 11 a.m.
Sure.
They also may want to know, we had one bank stop by and ask me, could we actually do that to say, when was the first person to walk into the bank branch in the morning and open up the bank branch? Tell me what time that was.
Right.
So there's so many use cases that go beyond just security and actually adds more into business intelligence and operational efficiency as well.
I think anytime we can start spreading that interest across all the multiple different pillars inside any type of institution, it allows for these solutions to solve more business cases, like you were saying. And maybe there's also the additional departments that will fund some of these solutions, which is always a positive thing.
That's right. And I mean, our philosophy at March Networks is, look, banks are spending a lot of money, retailers are spending a lot of money on their video infrastructure. We believe that particularly with the use of AI, we can find so many new non-security related purposes for the use of that video data. And so we're coming up with a pretty rich application suite that our customers can use that's highly customizable. So certainly security director, they may be looking for specific individuals. But you may have a retailer who may want to know exactly how many customers are coming in and out of that store at whatever time, how many times that they walk up to the POS, how often that turn into a conversion. So lots of use cases that multiple C-level people inside that institution can actually use.
Absolutely. Well, it's been really interesting to learn about all these solutions that you're bringing to the table. And I love that you are so willing to be flexible and really meet customers' needs and come up with solutions that actually solve the problems that they're facing. It's why you're one of our strongest partnerships, and I'm so glad you had the opportunity to come talk to us.
Well, we really appreciate taking the time, and thank you for your support as well.
Great talking with you.